rating your perfume sample orders. I haven't done one of these for a while. If you don't know what this is, I have a fragrance sample website, visionnairefragrances.com, and every now and again I'll pick a random order and I'll rate the fragrances that are on the order. This is from Petri in Finland. So Petri, thank you very much for your order. We have 5 fragrances here, starting off with my favorite fragrance of all time, Louis Vuitton Imagination. What a fantastic, vibrant and energetic fragrance for the summer. In this category, the citrus summer holiday fragrance category, there really isn't any fragrance better on the market. This one lasts all day on me, so you get really good performance for a fresh fragrance. And with Louis Vuitton, if you buy the bottle, once you own it, you can get it refilled and save about 20-25% of the price of the refill. This is Louis Vuitton Imagination, and this is the best summer fragrance of all time. Up next, keeping it fresh, keeping it simple, we have Chanel's Allure Homme Sport. This is the original, not the O Extreme, which I actually think is a slightly better fragrance. This is the original Homme Sport. This one has a kind of fresh laundry scent to it. It's very musky. It has like a fresh white laundry sheet smell. It's clean, it's musky, it's fresh, and actually the name really suits it. It's quite sporty, it's casual, and it does have a high quality, expensive feel because it's a Chanel, and Chanel's always very good quality. The only downside to this is the performance. I don't get good performance from this, but I love the smell. We're going darker now. We're going darker, woodier, and denser with probably the best, the One on the market. This is Dolce & Gabbana, the One Royal Night. Not sure if this is discontinued or not. I've owned a few bottles over the years, and it's actually been a really good seller on the website. But this is like a Middle Eastern or Arabic take on the One EDP, which you might be familiar with. It's a really popular fragrance. This does smell similar to that, but it's darker and it's woodier. It almost has like an oud smell to it, but there's no oud in here. It's just very woody. It's like a dense, dry wood in the base note. And you get like a basil and spicy cardamom opening. So it is spicy. It's kind of herbaceous with that basil. And you get this really nice, deep wood, deep, dry wood in the dry down. This would suit like a date night for me, or any kind of formal situation I think would work really well. Dolce & Gabbana, the One Royal Night. Back to a fresh fragrance. This is from XERJOFF. This is Renaissance. And what I love about this is it smells so natural. And as you would expect from XERJOFF, the quality is going to be there. I think XERJOFF are a fantastic niche house. They always provide really high quality fragrances. This is green, so unlike Imagination, where it's very citrusy leaning, the citrus is at the forefront of Imagination. This is more green and herbal, so you have lots of herbal notes in here, lots of like rosemary, lots of aromatic notes, but you do have some sort of tangy citruses in the opening. This smells so natural and clean, and that's what I love about this. It doesn't smell cheap. A lot of fresh fragrances, like the citrusy fresh fragrances, can smell cheap, but you're not going to get that with Imagination, we looked at first, and Renaissance by XERJOFF. This is really fantastic. And lastly, we have a cheap fragrance. This is Halloween Man. This is the original, not Halloween Man X, which seems to be the most popular one. This is an interesting fragrance order because we have some expensive luxury fragrances, and then we've gone with a really fairly cheap fragrance. I think I paid about £35 for this, for 200ml. This smells similar to Paco Rabanne 1 Million, but it doesn't have the performance of Paco Rabanne 1 Million. But you certainly get the same DNA. This one is good for like a young person. This would be like your first fragrance, you know, if you're like 16, 17, whatever, you getting into fragrances, you want something to wear every day to school or university or something. This would be a good choice because it's quite cheap, but overall, I don't think it's a great fragrance. I think it does have a kind of cheap smell to it, and the performance is very low on here. This is like, it's quite watery, so it doesn't smell watery, but when you spray it on your skin, you can just tell there's not many perfume oils in here, and it really fades away quickly. This is Halloween Man, the original. I do actually prefer Halloween Man X because it has a coffee note. So these are 5 fragrances from my website that someone has ordered. If you place an order with visionnairefragrances.com and you want me to review your order, please email me or message me and I will review your order. See you soon.